Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there in the first place? Or maybe in the middle of a conversation, the right word just slips away. These moments can make us pause and wonder, is my memory changing? Or is it just another busy day? For many of us, especially after 60, the thought of losing our memories is one of our biggest worries. Our stories, our laughter, the faces we love, they're all treasures we want to keep safe. Over the years, you may have heard people talk about memory vitamins or brain boosters that promise to keep Alzheimer as far away. Some bottles on the store shelves even have bright labels with words like focus, clarity, or mind sharpener. But here's the real question: do these vitamins truly help? Or are they just a comforting idea? Well, let's start with the basics. Your brain is a wonder, isn't it? It's the control center for everything you do, think and feel. As you age, your brain naturally changes. Connections between brain cells can weaken, and this can sometimes affect your memory and thinking. This is a normal part of aging. It's not something to panic about. And guess what? Your brain is really good at adapting and making new connections, which means you have the power to support and strengthen your brain health. Now, let's talk about those memory vitamins and brain boosters. Some of them might actually be helpful, but only because they make you take better care of yourself. For example, vitamins like B6, B12, and D have been linked to brain health. If you don't get enough of these vitamins in your daily diet, taking them might indeed benefit your brain. Omega-3 fatty acids are also important for brain health. They're found in things like fish, walnuts, and chia seeds. If you don't eat these often, supplements might be a good choice. Then there are herbal supplements like ginkgo biloba and sage. Some studies suggest they might improve your memory and thinking. However, here's the most important thing to remember. Just because something is sold in a pharmacy or online doesn't mean it is safe or will work as promised. Many supplements are not regulated, which means their quality and what they contain can vary a lot. Some might even have harmful ingredients or interact with the medicine you already take. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement. They can guide you on what is best for you based on your health and the medicines you're taking. The truth is there is no single vitamin or supplement that can completely prevent Alzheimer's disease or other types of dementia. But here's the good news. There are simple things you can do every day that can make a big difference for your brain health. Let's call them your brain's best friends. No. 1. Keep learning new things. This keeps your brain active and engaged, which helps to form new connections between brain cells. Learning a language, playing an instrument, or taking up a new hobby is a great way to start. Number 2. Stay socially connected. Nurturing your relationships with family and friends is essential. Social interaction stimulates your mind and helps you stay mentally sharp. Number 3. Move your body. Exercise isn't just good for your physical health, it's fantastic for your brain too. It increases blood flow to the brain and can boost your mood. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity. Exercise most days of the week. And number 4, eat a healthy diet. Focus on foods that are good for both your brain and your heart. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats should be the foundation of your meals. These foods provide the nutrients your brain needs to stay healthy and sharp. Lastly, don't smoke and limit alcohol. Smoking can damage your brain cells and lead to memory problems. Alcohol can also harm your brain, so it's important to drink in moderation. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that make the biggest difference. So don't be discouraged if you can't do everything perfectly all at once. Start with small changes and build from there. You've got this. And always remember, you are more than your memory. You are a unique, wonderful person with a rich, meaningful life. Your experiences, your relationships, and the love you share with others are what truly make you you. So cherish those moments. Keep living your best life and take comfort in knowing that you're taking good care of yourself. Your brain will thank you for it. Let us dive into the world of vitamins and explore whether they're S1. That acts as a memory booster. You see, our memories are precious, especially as we age. They're the threads that weave our life stories together. But sometimes those threads seem to fray, making it tougher to remember names, appointments, even familiar faces. It's a common concern, yet one that shouldn't overshadow the amazing abilities our bodies and brains possess. Before we talk about specific vitamins, let's first understand something important. Alzheimer's is not caused by just one thing. It's a complex condition where the brain's communication pathways begin to weaken over time. Genetics can play a role, yes, but so can lifestyle. What we eat, how we move, how we rest, and even how we challenge our minds each day. That's why no single pill, vitamin or otherwise, can promise prevention. But certain nutrients do support the brain, especially as we age. Think of them as part of a bigger picture, a team working together to keep your mind alert and active. Let us look at a few that science has studied most closely. 1. Vitamin B1. The energy messenger vitamin B1 helps make red blood cells and keeps nerve cells healthy. When we don't have enough, our memory and focus can suffer. As we get older, our stomach absorbs B12 less efficiently, so foods like fish, eggs, and fortified cereals, or a doctor-approved supplement can help keep levels steady. 2. Omega-3 fatty acids. The brain's oil found in salmon, sardines, and walnuts. Omega-3 cells are like the good oil for your brain's machinery. They help build and protect brain cell membranes. While they may not cure memory problems, studies suggest they can help maintain healthy brain function as part of a balanced diet. 3. Antioxidants. The brain's shield vitamins C and E, along with plant compounds like flavonoids, help reduce oxidative stress, a kind of rust that can damage brain cells over time. Colorful fruits, leafy greens, berries, and even a square of dark chocolate can be small daily steps toward brain health. But here's where we need to be careful. Dear friends, more is not always better. Taking very high doses of vitamins without your doctor's guidance can sometimes cause more harm than good. Your body works best when it gets the right amount, not the biggest amount. And while these vitamins are essential, our bodies also need minerals for strong bones and cognitive function. Let's highlight a key player: calcium. This mineral isn't just for your skeleton. It's vital for nerve signaling and muscle contractions, including your heart. Our brains need calcium to function well. It aids in memory formation and recall. Now imagine this: you're enjoying a meal with friends, catching up on each other's lives. Suddenly, though you can't quite remember someone's name, you might feel a moment of panic or frustration. But here's where your perspective can make a big difference. Instead of letting that moment define your evening, you could pause, smile, and say, you know what? I'm blanking on your name right now. Remind me again? There's a good chance your friends will be understanding and patient. The person whose name you've forgotten might even chuckle and say, it's okay. I often forget people's names too. In that moment, you've turned a potential embarrassment into a shared human experience. You've chosen not to let the memory lapse ruin the connection you have with your friends. And that, dear friends, is a powerful thing. It is a testament to your emotional resilience and your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. Your memory might not be perfect, but your ability to adapt, to find humor in the situation, and to cherish the connections that matter most, that's truly priceless. Remember, brain health isn't only about what's on your plate or in your pillbox. Here are 3 daily habits that work hand in hand with nutrition. Keep moving. A gentle morning walk or some light stretching increases blood flow to the brain. Challenge your mind, read, do puzzles, learn a new skill, or even try remembering a short poem. Connect with others, conversations, laughter, and social activities keep the brain engaged and emotionally nourished. When these habits combine with balanced nutrition, including the right vitamins, you give your brain the best possible environment to thrive. So yes, there isn't a single vitamin that will boost your memory to perfection, but there's hope and empowerment in knowing that small changes in what we eat, how we live, and how we view our moments of forgetfulness can make a big difference. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay connected. And remember, every day brings a new opportunity to nurture your brain and your peace of mind. Dear friends, our minds are like libraries filled with chapters of our lives. The laughter of our children, the smell of fresh coffee on a quiet morning, the faces of those we've loved and lost, the songs that take us back to our youth. Every page is worth protecting. Yes, vitamins can be a helpful part of the story, but they are only one character in a much larger cast. The real protection comes from how we live each day, feeding our bodies with nourishing foods, moving with purpose, sleeping deeply, learning something new, and sharing time with people who make us smile. It's not about chasing youth. It's about building a mind and spirit that can shine at any age. We cannot control every twist in the road, but we can choose how we walk it, with curiosity, with gratitude, and with the small daily habits that keep our minds sharp. So tonight, when you sit down to dinner, maybe add a handful of berries to your plate. Tomorrow morning, take that short walk. Call an old friend. Challenge yourself to learn a new word. These little steps, repeated again and again, can be as powerful as any capsule. Your memories are treasures, and every day you care for yourself is another way of polishing them so they shine even brighter. I remember a patient of mine, a vibrant woman in her late 70s. Her mind was as sharp as a tack. When I asked her secret, she just smiled and said, "I feed my mind and body well." She was right. She had taught me long ago the power of a life well lived. My friends, there is no magic pill to preserve our memories or stop the hands of time. But within each of us lies the power to age gracefully and even thrive as we journey through life. I have spent years studying and practicing medicine, and now I'm on a new journey, exploring the world to bring you stories that matter. Stories of resilience, of joy, of everyday heroes. I want to hear your story, too. Share your thoughts. What small steps make a big difference in your day? How do you keep your mind active and engaged? Which memories are most precious to you? Please share your story in the comments below. I'd love to read it. I also have a request. If you find these messages helpful, please consider subscribing. And if you know someone who might find them valuable too, please share it with them. Together, we can build a community of learners and storytellers. Here's to walking the path of life with curiosity and kindness. Here's to feeding our minds and bodies well. And here's to the priceless treasure of our memories. Thank you for spending this time with me. Today, if you found these thoughts helpful, I invite you to stay connected, because together we can keep learning, keep laughing, and keep living well. You know, we often think of our memories as these fragile things, something we need to protect. And yes, that's true, but they're also incredibly resilient. Our memories, like the sapling and the oak, they bend but don't break. Even when life gets tough, we adapt, we adjust, and we keep holding on to what matters. Now, this idea of growing old and losing our memories, it's a common fear, isn't it? It feels like this looming shadow over us as we get older. But what if we change the way we look at it? What if we view aging as a journey of growth, of wisdom, of a life well lived? As we age, our memories become more precious. They're like the old photographs tucked away in albums. Each one holds a story, a piece of our history that makes us who we are. Our life experiences, the good, the bad, and even the bittersweet, they all contribute to the rich tapestry of our lives. Some days are harder than others. Sure, some days the sadness of lost loved ones or the fading of old friends can feel overwhelming. And that's okay. It's okay to feel these emotions. But it's also important to remember that these feelings, too, are part of our story. They're the moments that tested our strength, shaped our empathy, and deepened our understanding of ourselves and others. As I talk with people around the world, as a doctor, and now as a storyteller, I see this incredible strength, this resilience in all of us. We find ways to adapt, to keep going, and to hold on to what matters most. That's the human spirit for you. It's tenacious, it's hopeful, and it's always finding ways to thrive. So here's to the memories we hold dear, the stories that make us who we are, and the strength that we find in sharing our journey with others. Thank you for being part of my story and for sharing your stories with me. If you found these thoughts helpful, I invite you to stay connected, because together we can keep learning, keep laughing, and keep living well.